Two Tips. It's a knitting podcast. I'm the host. I guess hostess with the mostess. I'm Elise. Nice to meet you all. I'm a huge fan of knitting podcasts, so why not join in? I think it looks like a whole bunch of fun and a way better way to show projects. Okay, I'm Elise. I am living in North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, of course. I'm a Canuck, like many other podcasters who have started podcasting recently. So, yay and hey. Let's see here. I'm originally an Ontarian, born up, growing up in the Kawartha Lakes area of Ontario, a little town called Lindsay. Hated it growing up because it was so small, but now looking back on it, that's what I would want my children to have. Not that I have kids, but should that ever happen, small town living, growing up, safety, go out and ride your bikes till the streetlights come on. Doesn't get much better than that. Okay, so into the knitting stuff. I've been knitting exclusively since probably 2012-ish. Because I saw a lot of infinity scarves being produced massively by, I don't know, manufacturers. Didn't like a lot of them. So I decided to make my own. Or at least I wanted to, which made me get a refresher from my grandmother, who originally taught me when I was younger. Dishcloth. Loved the dishcloths, but they were a little boring. Started knitting a scarf with some knits, pearls, yarn overs thrown in there, and some knit two togethers. Going great. Loved the project. And then my dad vacuumed up the tail, so I don't know how to fix it. I don't think you could have fixed it. Like, it was pretty bad. So, that kind of ended things back then, but 2012, a few years ago, picked it back up, knit a few scarves, a big huge wrap that was like, I think it might be 7 feet long. It's huge. I'm like 5'2" and 3/4. 7 feet. It swallows me up. I'll show it eventually. It's at the bottom of my bag that's like right beside me, where like all my hand knits over the last while have been stored in, so that they're not just like laying around the house all over, well, the apartment. We don't live in a house. My boyfriend and I, and our cat. Yeah, so that's me. If that even makes the cut. I don't know. Let's see here. What do people talk about next? Tea. I'm not drinking tea. I had coffee this morning. If you can't tell. Yeah. Ooh, what I'm wearing. I love this thing. This thing is my Cameo shawl, which I absolutely love. Sorry, screen's going black. I need to see myself. Not that I want to, but gotta make sure things are focusing. Okay, Cameo shawl, if you haven't knit it. The final shawl, scarf, I call them scarves too because I don't wear them like a granny shawl. Don't want to offend anybody, but I don't wear them like this. I don't. It's just not my thing. I don't do it. As you saw earlier, it's wrapped around my neck, kind of like a scarf. Right side. Okay, so this is the thing. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It is pretty big, actually. Yeah, it's lovely. It's that asymmetrical. Can you hear me if I'm hiding behind a project? Probably not. Anyway, this is the Cameo shawl. Forget who it's my. I'll put it in the down on the screen here. Once I figure out how to do it. It's lovely. I used Elfin Tweed by Knit One Crochet Two. It's, I want more. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's tweedy. It's so soft. So warm. That's totally blowing out the color. People do this too. Love this thing to pieces. I wear it all the time. Well, trying to wear it all the time. So you start over here. First time also doing picots with this project, which are over here. I think this is filming kind of like mirrored image for me. Oops. We'll deal with that. Yeah, picots. Super easy. Why had I never done them before? Because I thought they were hard. They're not. Well, these ones weren't. Once I figured out how to do it. So you knit, garter with picots for a while. And then you stripe in your second color, still garter. And then you get to the lace. I haven't blocked this thing because I wear it all the damn time. Oh, look at that, you guys. Beautiful. Love this thing. I can't remember exactly what the yarn fiber blend is, but it's got something like merino, possibly baby llama, alpaca, one of those two, and the dongle tweed, obviously, all the little specks. Love this thing. It's really warm though, but I'll wear it. But I just kind of like, you know, do one of those. If I'm wearing it out, I kind of take one end up and over and one end up and in. Kind of cinches it on a little bit. Okay, I love this. I'm gonna do finished stuff because I got a few. If you follow my blog, my2tips.wordpress.com, you've seen this next one. Excuse me, totally burped. Live in the moment, people. This thing is also really pretty. This is the, Pebble Beach shawl in the medium size. Yeah, okay, you can hear me. Using hedgehog fibers sock. Oh, that's showing up really well, actually. Full of violets. And a picot cast off. This is 2 colors. I call it Trouble. I think it might be Tremble. The M/W appeared on the label. I don't know. It's beautiful. And the other one is Dragonfly, which they're both bluey purple with some greens, but the Dragonfly has something that I'm kind of obsessed with. It's showing up darker purple. Favorite color anyway, purple. Me. Yeah. But there's like these rusty... Oh, there's some down here. Whoop. This is hard, you guys. Whatever. There's like rusty ones. Rusty... Oh, yeah, right there. By the corner. Over there. Beautiful. Do I like hedgehog fibers? Finished project? Yes. Knitting with it? This stuff better than the other one I have going. I'm undecided. Do I still have some in my stash? Yes. I want to try their twist base because it's BFL, which huge fan of the BFL. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But this is being gifted to a friend of mine's daughter. Her mother, my friend, asked me to knit her daughter some scarves, shawls, after seeing this one when I was at a course related to work. At the time, I didn't have a whole lot going on knitting-wise, so I gladly accepted. Yeah, she's gonna get this one on Friday. The other one is a slog. Beautiful. Taking forever. I don't want to knit on it anymore. I want it to be done. Partially so that she can get it and her daughter can have it and wear it and enjoy it and love it and I don't have to look at it anymore. subject for another day. Anyway, so that's one. What else do I have? I finished a whole bunch of socks recently. I'm not going to show them because they're in my box of socks for the cat that Kristin of Yarns and the Yarngasm podcast is hosting. But after I finished a pair of socks for that, which I knit the granola pattern by Tin Can Knits. I'll talk about that another day too, because I think there's some stuff that some people could benefit from my experience with it. Great pattern, love the finished socks, but I need to tweak it for next time. If there's a future episode, you'll hear about it. These are the Isokon. I don't think there's a K in it. I think it's Isokon. Fingerless mittens from the Loops 10 book. These, are awesome. This is another BFL base. This is from Yarn Indulgences, who's a Canadian dyer out of Ontario. Love this color. It is wine and cigars, which I thought was just great. So, love it. Purpley, taupey, mauve-y. I say mauve, not mauve. Canadian? Maybe. Love these things. There's a whole bunch of like knit two togethers and SSKs and purling and knitting and ribbing, and it's so cool. They fit so well. I shortened the cuff a little bit just because I don't like monster gloves coming down my arms. I'm a kind of hot person anyway. I tend to sweat easily. Mind you, you wear gloves when it's cold out, but still, I tend to just heat up like crazy. You can kind of see my cheekies are a little flushed. Whatever. Yeah, totally cool. I also really like the eyelets that you can kind of see there coming in along the thumb. Ventilation, design detail, love it. Don't care. So those are those. They're super cute, super quick to do, guys. I used, what did I use? I used a combination of needles. These aren't the actual size I used, but they're the same thing, just different needle size. These 9-inch circulars, Chiagu, that one. Love these needles for little things. Little circumference, socks, mittens. Haven't done a hat yet because I guess you could probably make one for preemie babies. Haven't had to knit any of those lately. They're not on my queue time frame. I almost hit myself in the eyeball. Good thing I'm wearing glasses. Yeah, they're awesome. Awesome. If you haven't tried them, I will probably try to convince you to use them. I love them. Anyway, that's my needle rant. Kind of. Another finished project. Wow. How bright are these? There's two. They're socks. I don't have sock blockers of my own, so I might put one on my foot in a moment. But this is the Petty Harbour sock pattern by a Canadian designer. Can't remember her name. I'll link it and maybe look it up later if I record this again. Alrighty. Oh yeah. Blowing out a little bit. It's not quite. Whoops. Not quite. No. Oh, that's maybe a little better. Block some of this light. Yeah. See, kind of. Maybe. Still really bright. This side is way better. I gotta work on things, guys. Whatever. But it's totally just ribbing, kind of. It's knits and pearls, a 4-row repeat, free pattern on Ravelry. I thought I'd be super bored with this, like, within the first inch of the leg. Zipped through these guys so quick. I think I cast them on 28th of February, which was technically a week ago. Finished these on the Saturday after. Maybe the Sunday. Anyway, a week, guys. Love them. And they fit. Did I switch the pattern a little bit? Yeah. That's cool. That's what you do as a knitter. You can change things up to fit your feet. Or your head, body, neck, whatever you're knitting. Oh, and I'm wearing stupid jeans that you're not going to be able to see really well. Ooh, you can see the heel. I like this. If I go, yeah, you can totally see like some cool like pooling and stuff on the foot. Can't really see the pattern, but whatever. Get to see my sock on the foot. Because I've called out people before for like, please show me your sock on your feet. Yeah, like them a lot. Probably knit them again. The yarn I used for these guys, which I have a ton left, you guys. I weighed it. Can't remember how much there is, but there's 32 grams according to my scale. I even increased the leg length because I think my row gauge is a little shorter. Don't care. Used up as much yarn as I thought I could. Really? I mean, it's great. Great, great, great. I love having leftovers. I'm not knitting a sock blanket. I don't want to. I could probably knit half a normal sock. Maybe, oh yeah, probably some like little ankle socks with contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs. That's how much there's here, I think. We'll see, maybe. But how great is that? I bought the yarn at my first Knit City, which you've all heard about if you watch Soxcetera with Shannon. Because everybody's going to come to Knit City, right? Yeah, you are. But anyway, I bought this at my first one because even though I'm totally not like a limey green, neon green fan, which this is so not showing up right. Maybe this will tone it down. Whatever. Fell in love with it. I think it's because there's kind of like some greeny blues, not just like the bright limey green. Anyway, loved it, bought it. It was my last purchase at my first Knit City. This was also from my first Knit City, this yarn, which, going through stash, guys. But I'm still buying yarn, even though I'm on a yarn diet. It's not going so well. Oh well, I don't care. I like yarn. I buy it. Okay. Oh, I haven't said any needle sizes. So usually my socks I knit on 2.25 millimeters, which is a size 1 US. Looked that up pretty good, didn't I? I think that's what it is. Yeah, let's go with that. On my little 9-inch circulars, I don't usually go down for the cuff. I use a 72 stitch cast on because I got big calves. I like them to fit around there. But yeah, oh yeah, look at that, stretchy. 2.25, I like the fabric. I've knit some on 2.5 because I bought the wrong needles and said, whatever, try it. They're still small. Way too loose. I don't wear them all that often because they're just so loose. They're kind of turned into house slippers, I guess. House socks. But 2.25, magic. I guess that kind of takes me to a whip, actually, which is a work in progress. If I can find like a whip sound, oh yeah, get ready for it because it's gonna come in here, maybe next episode. My first time editing everything, so you get what you get. Alrighty, So I cast off those green socks Sunday, and started another pair. That's what I got. I ripped back. Totally ripped back already, because I don't measure gauge. It's a colorwork sock. Knew I needed to probably go up, but I said screw it. We'll try it with what the pattern says anyway, because I'm game. Let's try it. It was too tight. The colorwork would not, just didn't have enough give. I didn't really like how it would have fit. But anyway, I think I've just started the second chart. It's just right over there. But these are my F socks. F stands for. Oh yeah, that's right, these socks. We'll say it. I don't know if this is backwards or what, but you can't even see the letters yet. Anyway, oops, really. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. Sweet, there's some color work in there. The contrast isn't huge, but when I had more of it, it does show up pretty well. I have a picture on Instagram, which I don't think I mentioned, that you can see me on. Follow me on, whatever that word is. So this was last night. Last night's progress. Oop. See? Totally read it. There's enough contrast when there's enough of it there. So, hells yeah. I'm gonna have the best vulgar swearing socks ever. The pattern is by Rebecca Blair. It's so far so good. I like it. I love the look of the finished project, so had to happen. I'm entering those in a KAL that Shannon, almost called you Sharon, Shannon of Soxcetera podcast is hosting, which is her colorwork KAL. Doesn't have to be socks. It can be absolutely anything and everything. The final socks I'm doing have 2-ish sections of color work. There's one on the leg, which I'm working on, and then you end up just doing like one color because they're pretty classy. And then around, I'm going to call it the ball of the foot, there will be another little bit of color work. So not all over patterned. I wanted something partially that I could get through kind of quick. I find color work addicting anyway, and I really want these socks. So those are going in the KAL. I don't even know if we have a hashtag for it. Well, not me, Shannon, if she has a hashtag for it. Hashtag soxceteraCWKAL. Maybe. It's running from March 6th, which was Sunday. So I'm good. I'm good for the cast on. Until April 15th. Don't quote me on it. You can follow her. Look it up. Go watch her episode. Because she's great. She's awesome, actually. I kind of love her. So that's another KAL. I feel like I'm just rambling. I should probably make show notes. This is my first time. Yeah, hopefully you're liking it. Yeah. I've got some other projects on the needles that I just haven't touched in a while. I'm trying to do a sweater, or I was trying to do a sweater for the KilltoCraft podcast KAL, which was January 1st. Still going till March 31st. Haven't touched the thing since January. Maybe February. I love it. It will get done. Just socks are totally my jam right now. I want to knit all the socks. All the time. Every day. So, that's what I'm doing. Tip for the day, because this is my 2 tips. Knit what you love. Knit what you love. It makes it that much better. If you're slugging away on something that you're not enjoying the stitch pattern, not enjoying the yarn, not enjoying the needles, why force it? Why? Knitting should be something that you enjoy, that you enjoy doing, that you enjoy the finished project. Maybe not always the process, because sometimes things can just, I don't know, you read them and they just don't make sense right away, that you're kind of going, what the hell am I supposed to do? How is this going to work? I don't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it. Do it. Stick to it. If it's, if you're already loving the leg of a sock and it's your first heel that's a square heel, round heel, I don't know, Flegel heel, I've heard that one, haven't done that one yet. Or the Fish Lips Kiss heel, which is this one. Go buy the pattern. It's $1. You will help Patty Joy raise some money because she's going through a hard time right now. Do it. Gift it to a friend. Yeah. Do it. Do what you love. If you don't love knitting, don't do it. If you love it but you hate working on hats, why would you knit a hat? Don't do it. You're not going to enjoy it. If you're not a sock knitter, who cares? Don't knit socks. There's so many other things out there. So many other things out there. Shawls, sweaters, scarves, hats, mitts, underwear. I've seen some patterns for that. Anything you can put your mind to, you can do it, essentially, with needles and yarn. Why not? Go for it. That's really become apparent to me in the last little while, that I'm gonna knit what I like. So right now I'm focusing on socks. Can I push through and probably work on those sweaters? Yeah, because I do like them. It's just the portability of socks is awesome. Love it. So I want to knit socks. I love them. I love wearing them. I love the process of doing them. Yeah, so that's that. That's my little 2 cents for the day, 2 tips. Yeah, maybe we'll see you next time. So, yeah. If I get thumbs up, that's cool. If I get a subscriber, cool. So you can find me on my blog, which is my2tips.wordpress.com. And it's me. It's all about knitting and good stuff and stash enhancement and projects off the needles and a little bit of advice every now and then. Not a lot. Yeah, so that's my blog. I'm on Ravelry all the time. My username on there, I think, is just EGARNIER. Garnier. E is my first name. Elise. Garnier is my last name. It's also a shampoo company. No, I'm not associated with them. Wish I were. Because that would probably give me a lot of money. But it doesn't, because not the same family, I guess. Yeah, so that's me on Ravelry. I'm on there all the time. I'm pretty active in some forums. You can probably find me chit-chatting about stuff. I follow a lot of podcast forums, groups. So I'm in there, especially if there's a KAL going on. I'll probably be sharing lots of stuff. And I like to support other knitters, so that's what I'm doing. Where else am I? Twitter, yes. Not often anymore. I've kind of switched to Instagram, which I am eGarnier as well. There might be an underscore in there. I'll check it and put it up. Maybe I'll make like a nice little scrolly with all my information. We'll see what you get. Yeah, that's me. Maybe we'll see you next time, if there's an episode 2. Happy knitting!